there is magic that you can achieve here. There's definitely magic that you can achieve here, and it's grounded in the real world. Hi, my name's Dee, and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. At the minute, maybe Saturn and Jupiter as well, considering what's going on in the skies. And being a general reading, obviously, roles can be reversed. Timing's not absolute. I say roles can be reversed. My readings are normally pretty person-centered. What is different about my readings is I'd like you to come to them with a question. You probably already know this. Focus on all the... be aware of all the questions that are around you. Pick one of them. Focus on it. Stop video if you have to. Because basically, energy in, energy out. So focus. But be aware of all of them, because the cards will answer whatever they choose to, and not necessarily what you or I think is the most important one. Having said that, any further details about the reading are down in the description below. Please press subscribe while you're there. There is a past and a present in my readings, so especially the present. If the present doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It's probably not for you. It'll be for another Scorpio. Let's bring up the cards. Now, there's only a couple of oracle cards, and the software ignores me. Right, there's only a couple. There we go. There's only a couple of oracle cards that flicked over when I was doing the shuffle, which you'll see the shuffle video over here in a few minutes when I change cameras. We have Ixchel, the Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power and full moon completion. You are bringing something to an end, which is really interesting considering the cards that I'm seeing in the spread. But on the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Pentacles, so you're in a secure foundation right now. 4 of Cups, you are being guided. You are having to change shape to follow your intuition. You are being squeezed into roles that you're not necessarily used to, but it is bringing motion for you and it's bringing success for you. So this will eventually bring some happiness for you as well by the looks of it, but not in the short term, because what I notice here is how you're feeling. Prince of Wands, clarified by the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So you are in the act of achieving some wish fulfillment. You are maybe not as confident about it, although you're very clear about it, as you could be. But this clarity that you possess at the moment, that you are needing to transform forward into the world, it's going to bring some pain to somebody, but that pain will be worth it. And I feel that that's where the Medicine Woman card is coming in. It's almost like you're telling somebody a cold, hard truth that you've maybe avoided telling them this cold, hard truth for quite some time. But it's a good thing. You know, that they will benefit from it in the long run. But initially they will be a little hurt by it. And you're worried right now about how the best way to go forward with this is. You are listening out for advice and intervention. And I think there is a point where you're just going to go, no, stuff it. I've got to go ahead and do this. I've got to pick up the burden, but I'm going to be nice with it. I'm going to stick to the rules with it. So what's led up to this point? It's almost like 7 of Swords here in the recent past, but I'm not getting secrets and lies. I'm getting that you have been protected from secrets and lies. You've been protected by somebody else. So there's maybe something that you haven't quite been aware of, because there's been other options for you to look at, and for you to actually figure out all the emotions of what's going on for you at the moment. There's so many options that maybe you haven't been able to move forward. There's always the balancing of, it could be this way, it could be that way, I don't know. So by you achieving this clarity, maybe you do know now. Or by you having the clarity in what you've got to say to whoever, you will receive clarity back in return. These 2 Ace of Swords show me that clarity is coming, and whether it's clarity of purpose or clarity of speech of what you need to say, and clarity of understanding all the ins and outs of this situation. But I think that you don't realize how capable you are, because you're in the position of the Queen of Wands here, but only feeling like the Prince. It is being Queen of Wands again. There is magic that you can achieve here. There's definitely magic that you can achieve here, and it's grounded in the real world, and it will be fertile for you, as things have been fertile for you recently. But it's almost like you've been wanting to avoid the combat, avoid the conflict. So you've been wanting to avoid this conflict and maybe not say what you've been needing to say. But I think there is going to come a time soon where you need to say it, where somebody needs to stop being blind to certain secrets and lies. This may include you, but as I say, I feel that you've been protected from certain secrets and lies, which has meant that you've managed to wrap maybe some of your own secrets and lies, or untruths and misinterpretations, I think I would like to say more, in your own head with this, where has it gone? Yes, with this Seven of Cups. All the various options, all the various currents that are going around in this card. And that's been as a result of you being protected from something. So yes, you need to speak out, and you will be able to protect what is essential to you, but the light of truth will create a new beginning. You can't get much nicer than that. Four of Pentacles, yes, but that's a very victorious Four of Pentacles. You've saved what's necessary. Not you are saving and protecting, but you have already saved. Clarified by the Sun and the Fool, a whole new beginning. So, yeah, this might lead to a bit of time of introspection, but the fair thing will have been done. These secrets will have been unpicked and put to rest, because there is somebody around you that is making plans the same way that you're making plans, to try and bring all this out into the open, to try and have this discussion. This again clarified by the Sun card, and they are committed, and they are bringing illumination for you with that commitment that they have. So, but I think what you're concerned with is that you can plan for this and it's never actually going to happen. And when it does happen, there's so many options and so many ways it can go. It's like that. Are you sure that you're herring off in the correct direction? And it all could go horribly wrong. But no, stick to what you know. Say whatever it is that you need to say. And I think you might be saying some cold hard truths, but don't embellish them. Don't go, I know this, so I think this. Just say, I know this. Where do we go from here? Because the other person, if they know you well enough, okay, this might be a relationship reading, because I'm getting very much a two-person dynamic here, but there's no Two of Cups anywhere that I've noticed anywhere, is there? No. So it could be a friendship, it could be a work thing. If you are defensive, yeah, you get to save everything that you want, but your power is vastly reduced. However, if you accept that things have been good and can be good, and bring your truth not as an attack, but as an offering, with an open, open hand rather than closed fist, but as an open, I think we need to move in this direction. How would you see that happening? So you point out the direction, but you do not define the path. That will lead to victory for you. So there's two alternate futures there. So don't be defensive when you are issuing this, whatever it is that you say, and stick purely to the facts. Just the whole, I know this. So what does that mean for us, for me, for you, for our job, for our role, for what we're planning to do. There's so many different ways that can go. But take that open hand. You are not going to lose anything materially out of it. There will be work involved, but you will be forging ahead with speed and with the sun at your back, so that the truth will out, and you will receive that illumination that the person who is committed to you is wanting to give you. It looks like that whatever this is, it's been unspoken for so long that there is a lot of there's been plenty of time for all sorts of what ifs, maybes, oh, I bet it's this, oh, I bet it's that, and emotional biases to come in and create lots of stories in your head and in theirs, because both of you have things to reveal here. Because don't think that you're the only one giving a harsh truth when that Three of Swords occurs. There's also somebody else will have something. Okay, yep, I see that you're right there, but did you know blah, 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 and blah? And they'll go, oh, yes, ow. And there will be some ouch for you as well as for them. And then there's a third force here as well. So we're not only talking about how people view an event, we are talking about facts of an event. So there's your truth, their truth, and an objective truth, a scientific one, a spiritual one, whichever. So what's... Okay, so you've had a commitment like this before, and you ended up in a place of not knowing, and it ended up with you being on your own because luck pretty much turned against you, or at least you thought it had turned against you, but it still led you going out on a place of victory. But there was a burden that you had to pick up when you did that. But you did have enough out of this. You can take the risk, because remember, last time it might have ended, this having a commitment like this might have ended with you being on your own, but you still had a victory, and that wasn't a getting one over somebody. That was that you ended up in a better place and happier. So yeah, keep that in mind. You can take this risk, but don't embellish. Don't go, I know this, so I feel it's that. It's simply, I know this. Where do we go from here? Okay, so looking at the... I have never had this card out before. The Guardian Angel of Maturity. As I take responsibility, I also develop my strength. Well, if that doesn't sum up what I was just saying, I'm not sure what does. But hold your vision of what you are wanting. Have patience. You are planting seeds at the moment. I know that you feel like you've hit rock bottom, but you're in a place of protector right now. And you are protecting you, and you are protecting somebody else, as they have been protecting you as well. Do not forget on that Seven of Swords there. But it is time to cast out denial and soar, because there is a lot to be grateful for. Between what the pair of you can give to each other, it's all coming together. There is a lot of information. There is a lot of abundance coming to you. You know, there was all those 10 of Pentacles all the way through, and especially in the final outcome card. What you do and how you have this conversation affects your material world, your bank balance, for want of a better analogy. If you do it right, it'll affect it in a good way. You need to hold the space, act with passion, but the passion has to be for the truth, not for the embellishment. You are opening up a gateway to a next stage of life, and there will be a lot of discovery that you have strength to go through. There is broken hearts to heal and be reborn from, but it will be a miracle. And then a final affirmation card. With each intake of breath, I draw in positivity. Maybe that doesn't link with anything else on this table, but remember that one, because I think before you have this conversation with whoever it is you're having the conversation with each intake of breath, I draw in positivity. And maybe that will help keep you to the straight and narrow. Because the wish fulfillment that you're feeling at the moment, bear in mind that that's more about wishes and dreams than it is about facts. And what you need to deal with are cold, hard facts to bring around a wish fulfillment, not shape the facts to fit your wish fulfillment. So, hey, Happy New Year. If this means anything to you, Scorpio, comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there. By now, I imagine, oh no, this side. By now, I imagine the little square that is talking about your recent waxing moon reading will have appeared. There will be full moon and new moon, full moon and waning moon readings coming out soon. So click the notification bell. Good luck with this one. Tread gently but confidently. You're going to be better at this than what you think. Just don't get it all mixed up with emotions. Even though it's all about emotions, stick to the facts. All right? Cheers.